Good afternoon. Welcome to our Read Aloud. Looks like it's time. This is our last Read Aloud of the quarter, of the academic year even, and we wanted to have a grand finale. So we have Thurber House and the Thurbrarians, the Thurber Chamber Theatre Group, at first time at our university. It is so nice. I'm so excited. So glad you can make it. I'm going to turn this over immediately to Harry Campbell, who's the kind of the director of the Thurbrarians, and let him take over.
Welcome, and we, the Thurbrarians, are all from the libraries. Nena Couch, Christina Moore, Debra Jackson, Nick Felt, Bruce Leach, John Mumaw, Wes Boomgaarden. Oh, there he is. Okay, and we will read 3 stories, and then we're going to turn it over to the Thurber Chamber Theatre, and let the pros show us how to really do it.
No pressure.
The stories that the first 3 stories that the Thurbrarians are reading are Come Across with the Facts, A Moment with Mandy, and The Catbird Seat. And these are all from adapted short stories of Thurber's. Come Across with the Facts comes from Lanterns and Lances, published in 1961. And Moment with Mandy came from that one also. And The Catbird Seat originally was in the Thurber Carnival in 1945. So, to get started, and there are programs in the back if you want. So, Come Across with the Facts.
Do you believe that education in our time and nation is going to improve?
No, ma'am. I think it's going to hell.
Upon what do you base those dark prognostics?
Upon letters that I get from boys and girls in the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grades of schools all over the country, asking me, nay, madam, ordering me to write their term papers for them.
Don't you want to hear from these children, or what?
Almost all the letters indicated that we are a nation of tired teachers and apathetic pupils. I gather that the English teachers cannot interest the children in any writer that isn't living. The youngsters seem to regard all dead writers, from Thackeray to Jim Tully, as equally dull. Dead writers do not send out autographs or autographed photographs. Before long, the kids will begin asking the writer for a pencil he has used, or a button from his overcoat, to be sure of getting passing grades.
You're not making yourself persuasive. You are digressionizing. What is it that's eating you anyways?
May I get you a raspberry ice? You've had too many martinis.
Don't get cute. Give me some instances.
Let me say first, 1 out of every 32 letters shows a trace of originality, even a gleam of ingenuity. If statistics interest you, 1 out of 5 girls spells all right, all right.
What they spell all right, then all right. What's eating you anyways?
That's anyhows, leastways. If it's anyways, then it has to be anyhows.
You choose to be enigmatic. As for spelling, my great-grandmother couldn't even read all right.
And look at her now, dead and gone and forgotten by everyone on this planet save you.
Never mind about saving me. You'd better save yourself. You're the one that needs saving.
What disturbs me the most is the pervading apathy, the lengthening shadow of lethargy across the land. Almost everybody wants to get through school, or rather, get around it the easy way. It doesn't surprise me to learn that one may buy themes, theses, dissertations, stand-ins for exams, and even PhD degrees.
Let's get down to specific instances about the letters you get from children.
Well then, the average letter I get goes like this. I have read all your books and like them very much, and your attitude toward life. Please answer the following questions. 1. What books have you written? 2, what is your attitude toward life? If you will answer this, I will get an A, maybe with a photograph of yourself. You are a 20th century author, and there is nothing about you in the library. One boy ended his letter with, please process this information as soon as possible.
There are worse things than that. Do you answer these children?
Only the ones that sound intelligent and sincere. Some of the children write from villages or ghost towns, and I believe them when they say there is no library where they live, or that it has no books that tell you anything about anybody since Tennyson. I have answered boys and girls in places like Wounded Knee, South Dakota, and Dilly's Bottom, Ohio, but I refuse to do any research or writing for New York City children.
Do you hear from them?
Once in a while. I answered one lazybones and told him he was a liar when he said there was nothing about 20th century writers in a New York library. Another New York youngster asked me how to dedicate a book. Since I figured he would never write a book and probably couldn't tie a tie or his shoes without help, I threw his letter away. Then I got another one from him, at once aggrieved and imperious, demanding to know how to dedicate a book, and I told him.
I suppose your letter was full of ironics.
I told him that he could dedicate it to Mom, or to Madge Mudge, or to Pop, but I suggested that if he ever did write a book, the most fitting dedication should probably go like this. To Miss Gorby, whom, without she had learnt me English, this book never would have been written.
Nobody is as unliterate as that, and you know it.
They ain't, huh? You should see my mail, which, without I got so much of it, I might have got more written.
The trouble with you is you just don't like no children.
You are wrong, madam. I do like no children.